Hello, everyone. I'm delighted and honored to be sitting next to outstanding leader. He is James Thomas, Head and VP of SAP SuccessFactor Indian Subcontinent. And with him today, I will be discussing workplace revolution led by disruption led by digital technologies. Glad to have you, James, here. James, I'd straight go and ask you, given the rapid acceleration of technology, the workplace and the entire business ecosystem is going through massive uncertainty and there is complexity. How does SAP Success Factors keep up with the latest industrial trends?
Thank you, Pooja. A real pleasure to be with you here as well. Yeah, so it's all about customers. So I think at SAP SuccessFactors, we deeply believe in staying closely connected with our customers and the industries they represent. We understand from them, co-create with them, co-innovate with them, and that's how we really adapt to the disruptive changes and trends that are emerging. And today, disruption is a given. Change is the only constant. And the only way we can service and enable our customers and the organizations at large is by staying close to each of them and then, looking at how does technology really enable them. Technology can't be for the sake of technology. It has to be for the benefit of organizations, people in those organizations, and even society and community at large. Today, a lot of things that we face on the environment, social governance aspects, or even on the inclusion or diversity, equity, these are all, societal aspects. How our society and the social dimensions to it have immense potential. So that's the other space. We also engage with influencers and thought leaders in the market, because one is the organization our customers view, the other is what's the thought leadership view to some of these things, which are possibly global, country specific, or societal. So just to give you a broad perspective.
Yeah, very rightly said. And I agree today the customers are also more aware and they also kind of are cognizant of the philosophy you have in place with respect to environmental, social, D&I mandate. So I agree. Um, you know, Another thing that we face today is new entrants in the ecosystem. There are agile players with agile business models. So, how are you keeping a competitive edge as far as business goals are concerned?
Great question, Pooja. It's all about people. We talk of rationality to decision making. Do you know what? Emotions frame encounters. Yes, emotionally satisfied customer emerges out of an emotionally satisfied employee. So the whole thing is we need to benchmark against ourselves, our people. Are they excited? Are they passionate? Are they involved in terms of creating a high performance culture, in creating innovation? So long as we benchmark it against ourselves and keep raising the bar through our own people, that's the most strategic asset that you can have, which no one else can hijack from you. Everything else, product differentiation, service differentiation, market segmentation, so many others can do. And at SAP and SuccessFactors, we really look at our people are cared for. There is a sense of belonging. There is a higher purpose that we serve. SAP helps world run best, organizations run best. So those kind of aspirational dimensions really make us stay ahead. As I said, because fundamentally it's the customers and the market which is teaching us. So how do we really get them to be more transparent, more authentic in the relationship? Is at the heart of how our people are.
Yeah, and that's why it's a sunrise time for human resource leaders. That's what they say, especially post COVID, because talent is at the center of business. Talent is a new currency. Everything is about talent. Talent is your edge for competition. So, what would your advice be to HR professionals, the ones who are let's say, progressing towards becoming leaders, how should they brush up their skills to become great human resource leaders of future, given that they are empowered by technology and of whatever this, new ecosystem with hybrid working, flexibility is also equipping them to be more talent oriented?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, right? I mean, you're absolutely right. Today, human resources is at the center of this disruption than ever before. It's a huge opportunity, but it's also very challenging. And hence, my suggestion, or because of the interactions I have with so many of the leaders and the HR practitioners, is we need to be able to understand the employee a lot better. Do you really have a more real-time 360-degree view of the employee? 9 to 5 is dead, for example. So when you talk of flexibility, agile work, at the same time a compliant HR or a governance framework that needs to be embedded into the way an organization needs to run, culture, you cannot just allow reactive cultures to be built, even in silos. How will you proactively drive a culture? So you need to understand this employee, and technology or tool sets are an enabler for you to get a more real-time, proactive, 360-degree view of the employee. Some soft skills of the past are today hard skills, right? Employees want to be cared for. Employees want to feel safe. Employees want to have a purpose that the organization is addressing, which they associate with. They are very aspirational. The HR function need to understand this as much as the productive contribution of employees into the top line, bottom line, all of that, KPIs. A lot of times we don't provide that balance. And I think to the HR community, my sincere request is we need to give this balance. The world needs a lot more balance.
Right. No, I think this is fabulously said that, this is a time when HR leader can don the hat of, high human, compassionate sense of understanding human beings, plus being objectively inclined towards decision making with all the data, all the things. So they need to be a combination. So lastly, James, I'd like to ask you that today you are at the helm of running a very successful company. What in your professional journey do you owe this fate, and what would your advice be to other leaders, not only HR leaders, who would want to rise to the top?
Very interesting question. To me, one, be authentic. Two, be open to what's going on around you. Open in both ways, to listen, to understand, not to reply.
Yeah, that's difficult.
So we are always observing things and then calibrating it to how should my response be. No, you don't have to really respond to every situation. Just listen to understand, comprehend. And my view is, if we can be really open, candid through that process, water finds its level. Leaders emerge from a service-oriented view to leadership. We are here to make other people successful.
Right.
Right? So people, you have to have success of people around you at the core of your DNA or your thought process. And be very candid, open, authentic about how you go about that process. I call this equation: trust, transparency, relationships.
Great.
And it is that equation of how will you develop trust? Are you transparent enough to continue and sustain that trust? And does that build lasting relationships? That's what, to me, leadership is all about.
Thank you, James, for those valuable inputs. It was fabulous, and I'm sure viewers will benefit from it. Viewers, you can share your comments using the comment tab and leave some feedback for us. Thank you for watching.